We're awake. All right, hello and good morning. It is 6:54 a.m. What a day. Just get started. We'll be with it here in a second. Let me put my stuff up from yesterday. Today is a good day. Sharon, good morning. Vancouver, good morning. I think today will be a good day. I'm anticipating a good day. Yesterday I was able to take care of my mundane task. Somebody took me to the laundry, took me to the store, and then now I'm back home. Yep, 6:55 a.m. on a Thursday. I would like this weekend to get my laundry back, go to the barber. I have a small problem. My doctor's on a vacation. I need to call there and see if I think I'm ready to go back to work. Also, last night I talked to my dad. He's fine. He's setting up, eating. His surgery, same exact surgery, but it didn't traumatize him as much. He was in and out of surgery in 5 minutes. He was sitting there fine. He's not in dying pain at all. It's kind of strange. Yeah, he's not hurting. I mean, he's not tiptoe fantastic, but he's not hurting. He's 88 and he made it through the surgery better than I did. Concerning. Hell, he's doing fine. Hell, I look like I've been through combat. Maybe a different kind of break. I guess it must have been. He has 3 rods too, though, about the same. But I guess they just did it. It must have been different. Yeah, I seen that glue on Facebook, but it's not ready yet. I posted that. It'd been nice if I could have had that glue. Anyway, just 2 surgeries, pretty much the same, and my dad's better off. He's doing pretty good. Yeah, he went through it like a champ. I mean, his first 3 days he looked like death, but now he looks fine. And of course, the first 3 days after a major surgery, he looked like death because they bring you out of your whatever they do when they put you to sleep, trying to get back after they sedate you, knock you out. Takes a day or 2 to wake up. Totally, you know. All right, let's see what we can get done today. Genetics. You'll do well like him. Yeah, he's 88. Hell, he'd be up running around on his bicycle before you know it. They got to keep putting up notes to tell him he has a problem. He can't get on his bike. He can't do anything. He's at a rehab place, but he'll probably go home in a week or 2. Myrna, good morning. Oh, Pop did really well. Hell, he's smoking. Doing fantastic. Just on fire. Then again, his was a pro surgeon. Their whole process was like 15 minutes. I was in there like 5 hours. Who knows? A little concerning. Little concerning. Yeah, I can't hang out at the house no more. I'm about to go crazy. Today I'm going to try to set up most of the day and make sure it doesn't probably. Your nephew was in a bad car wreck, had to put a rod in the leg, partial scalping rod in his arm a couple of years ago, and surgery for 3 hours. 3 hours. So my 3 to 5 hour surgery, I guess, is normal. Hell, I don't know. Then again, my dad is in Palm Beach, Florida, and the surgeon is from Harvard and a family friend who came in to take care of the surgery. He's an expert. My dad is surrounded by unbelievable. My sister's really stood up, took care of my dad. My sister really stood up. mean, she just took everything. It's fantastic. And he's in a rehab thing that's about 2 miles from her house. Yeah, my OG dad is doing well. You know, he fell in the store, but he rode his bike to the store. He rode his bike to the store and somehow fell inside of the store. Hey, 88, still rides a bicycle every day. He takes the bike out of his condo, well, my sister's condo where he stays, and then he puts it in the elevator from the 3rd floor to the ground floor, takes it out of the elevator and rides off. He still rides a bike all the time. Now, his bike is a 3-wheeler. It's not just, it's a trike. It's not a normal bike. But hell, he still rides every day. It's a freaking miracle. He's still riding a bike. I rode yesterday 5 kilometers. That's what keeps him alive. Well, my dad has like dementia and some Alzheimer's. I can't believe he finds his way back and everything. He forgets every 5 seconds when you're talking to him. He'll ask the same question over every 15 to 20 minutes. But he could manage to go to McDonald's, go to the grocery, come back home. I don't see how he does it. He's pretty functional. For a guy who can't remember 2 seconds ago, he functions quite well. He don't give a shit what someone says. Yeah, he really don't give a shit. But he's always been that way. He never gives a shit. He probably just don't really give a shit about nothing. He's always been that way. Yeah, he's always kind of like, doesn't really give a shit. My hip, I think I'm fine. I think I'm ready to try to walk around, but I need to talk to the doctor, but my doctor went on vacation. I'm going to call over there in a few minutes. Well, in a couple hours. It's too early now. I just want to know if it's okay to start walking. Is it dangerous or not? I'm ready to walk. I hear one spectrum where, like, Abdul Majid's father broke his hip. Oh, and he went through 2 months of a walker, 2 months of a cane, another month of a crutches. I don't think I need all that. And then my father, hell, he's up and about in a week. So I'm hearing so many extremes. It's like when I go, you drive, you wonder how I get there. We all do that. That happens a lot. Sometimes I get in the car, end up at work, everyone's surgery is different. Yeah. So I've seen my dad's at the easiest extreme, and Abdul Majid's dad was at the worst. But then again, I don't think his dad was healthy to begin with. Whereas my dad is healthy and I'm healthy. I think I'm ready to walk, but I don't want to strain my bone. I need to get a hold of somebody. We need to get this nipped in the bud. I want to be back at work on Sunday. So I got to figure this out. I can't sit around. This can freaking drive me insane. I updated my walker yesterday. Check out my walker. I got handlebar tape. I didn't turn it around yet. I used handlebar tape for a bicycle to make it more comfortable. That foam was nasty. It was sticky and gooey. So I wrapped it up with the same tape that you use on a bicycle. Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah. I even used the end of the bar tape to make it look kind of okay. Yeah, I wrapped my damn thing yesterday. Give me something to do. All right, let's go in the other room. I need a cup of coffee. Yeah, they fixed the light, thank God. Yeah, the kitchen's brighter than the rest of the house now. No more blinking. The only thing that's not fixed is the TV. Not that I ever use it, but it'd be nice if it... Oh, hell, he wet the floor. Dang, I don't have no damn sandals in here. Oh, shoot. Okay, no problem. Dude, you shouldn't have wet the floor so much. I should have told him don't be mopping when I'm going to bust my ass and go backwards 10 miles. Damn floor's all wet. Smells like pine salt. All right, we got it down. Whoop whoop. Be careful. Bust my ass. Let me throw the water around today. It ain't messy today. I'm kind of too cleanly. Get rid of Earl's cat box. I think Earl will probably come back in December because Marcelino's going on a vacation. So, thank you, Baby City Gamer. So I think Earl, carpets are not in fashion there. I haven't never had carpet in any house I've ever had in my life. In the Philippines, we only use tile. I bought a house new in Florida. It was tile. I think carpet is carpet is just dirty. I can't handle it. I think carpet's for Northeastern people. I think the rest of the world, we don't use carpet. Yeah, I don't really know. Hell, my wife would never use carpet. It's nasty. It's always tiles. Carpet is hard to maintain. It's like Sharon said, it's just nasty. Tiles are just the way you do it. Some people just love the carpet, but I don't know. You got me. I just don't think it's cleanly, personally. I see tumbleweeds blowing about. I don't know. I'm not into carpet. Some people love it. All right, let's move into the other room. It's going to take a minute. Your cat is a car pet. What's up, 69? I got to juggle my coffee from one counter to the next because carrying boiling coffee is not safe. How do you make a cat wolf? You tell us, Barricade. You tell us. Oh. Woo. All right, challenge complete. Splash gas and light him. Oh, that'll hurt you. Do you think crutches are better than a clunky walker? Maybe, I don't know. The walker feels more stable. I haven't figured out how to use the cane without feeling like it's not that good. Today we're going to improve on something. Yeah, we're going to figure it out by Saturday evening. I'm going to have something figured out. get my mind right. I went to the store last night and I made a mistake, but it was a beautiful mistake. I got dried fruit. I got dried cantaloupe and dried cranberries. They're full of sugar, but damn if they don't taste nice. Dried cantaloupe is wonderful. I haven't ate anything like that in a year. It was so nice. I love dried fruit, but I can't have that much. It's just hands full of sugar. Sure does taste good, though. The dried cantaloupe is surprisingly wonderful. It's really good stuff. Oh, I just hit my tailbone on this stupid ass chair. Love dried fruit. I really like dried fruit. I'm in a chair that wasn't made properly. The back of the wood of the chair sticks out like this, and if you scoot back, your tailbone lands right on it. That was painful. Anyway, I didn't set too hard. Dates give me the runs, do they? Good morning, Bill. How are you? I'm feeling great now. I just dodged a bullet. Man, I was going to do some work on the bike yesterday, and I figured out I don't have the right wrench. I don't have the tool. I need a special tool. I'll show you. I need a special tool to take a brake calipers on and off. I need a tool that fits this. Mine's too small. I don't have that tool. Please don't fall. We will be a witness in the court. I hear you. Muhammad Saad, hello. Anyway, I figured out that I did. I thought I had the tool for a brake caliper in my thing and I never touched it. Yesterday I went to pull it out and I figured out it's not, there's different sizes. I didn't know that. So apparently I do not have the proper size one. We'll figure all these things out. This is not the diameter is 15 minutes late. You're late. Johnny, be good. Oh my God, welcome. Johnny's well in here. Okay. Why am I getting messages? Hold on, I got to send somebody a message. They're telling me that I did not do a video about the stuff that they gave me. And some marketing company. I did. I think I just didn't share the link. Yeah, I think I just forgot to share them the proper links. I had this company send me a free backpack thing. I talked about it in my video. I thought I sent them a link. they sent me this backpack that's really cool. I like it, actually. It's a good heavy-duty backpack that folds up into a little square. Indian breakfast? No, I can't do. I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck. I already ate eggs. That's it. What happened? I broke my femur. You've been absent. I broke my femur. I was in hospital week, been under recovery for 5 weeks. I'm using a walker. I broke my body. I'm broken. Yeah. Hell, I've been in hell. I never had something that bad. I never had something that took this long to recover from. I've had bad things, but this was hardcore. Anyway, very hard to recover from. Yeah, one of the hardest recoveries. It's a hell. I have sick leave for 1 month and another month. Yeah, I'm going through some maintenance. I'll be back soon. I should be fully functional by the end of this month. First month was a hell. You can't do nothing. And like other people know, after you have major surgery, you're not allowed to get on an airplane for a month. So even I couldn't go home. I was stuck. You're not even allowed to fly. I'm curious how that works for people around the world. David, hello. So if you're in another country and have an accident and need major surgery, you're stuck in that country for at least a month. That's a major ordeal right there. Could you imagine being over in Zimbabwe at a conference and break your bone and have to stay in the country a month? I just watched a video about a YouTube dude. He was over in Nigeria and he got stuck for days. Next year there'll be nothing, all healed. Yeah, next year I'll be like normal. Johnny, we all need a tune-up at about 100,000 miles. Yeah, I'm at the 100,000 mile tune-up. Randy H, hello. Everybody needs a tune-up every 100,000 miles. You got to go through major maintenance. That coffee don't taste righteous. Maybe it's just my taste buds today. I think it's because I'm smelling pine saw and trying to drink coffee. It doesn't match well. Ugh. House is clean though. Yesterday I rode 5.5 kilometers on the bike, just around the compound, slow and steady. I think I'll ride a little bit later on in the afternoon. That's my physical therapy. I don't go to a gym or anything. I'm just taking it extra slow. But I'm moving my leg. GM, hello. We'll figure out what we're going to do today. Somehow we got to get a hold of the doctor. Yeah, this is just hanging out. I think, what do they need to do? Your accident made me sucky feel better. I do not wish for a husband. I busted face. No. Hey, Johnny, my dad's 88. He's already setting up. He's not. He's looking better than I am. His has only been a week. Hell, he looks like me about it. It took me a month to get in his position. He's doing real well. Hell, I'm setting up talking to him yesterday. Doing fine. He didn't have the traumatic pain, terrible pain a week later like I did. But my sister was concerned. His leg turned black, blue, and purple. I said, I got pictures. That's normal. So he had the same surgery, but it turns your whole leg turns purple, black, yellow it looks terrible. It actually scared me. They should tell you when they send you home that your leg's going to turn different colors. They don't tell you that. You wake up one morning and you look and your whole side of your body's purple and blue and yellow, and it's like, what the hell? Yeah, it's pretty major. They should kind of tell people that. I think they're leaving that out. He broke his femur also, but maybe not as bad. I heard he's a tough cookie. Yeah, he's doing fine. Anyway, hallelujah. See if we can't get through the day. Now the coffee's tasting better. The whole room smells like a pine saw, and it makes everything in the house taste that way. My Apple Fitness keeps annoying the shit out of me. You did not complete your circles. You did not do your health. You did not do this. Of course I didn't. They need to have something on the Apple Fitness. Are you OJ? I don't even know what that means. They need to have something on the Apple thing to let you know you're sick. You didn't do anything yesterday. Of course, I didn't even pick up the phone. Check it out. It keeps popping up. Keeps popping up with these warnings. You did not close your move rings yesterday. Let's try to close it today. Hell, I can't close my mood thing. I'm on a walker, dumbass. Tell Apple, yeah, I wish I could tell Apple, well, I'm on a holiday right now. I cannot exercise. It won't stop warning me. Look, it's all red, and it's showing. They ought to look, I haven't done anything. It's warning me every day. Usually it's green or yellow. Zig, hello. We're going to have to fix it. I wonder how I can put it on pause for a while. Oh, what's it look like? I never use it anyway. Oh, it's got the whole thing on red now. Anyway. We'll get it fixed. I don't really use that. I actually use the Samsung one. I use the Samsung Health one. The one on the watch. I use it more. I don't really use the Apple one. I need to buy an iPhone. I just don't want to spend the money. Damn $1,000. I don't want to spend that. Delete app activated. There you go. I need to sell 2 phones in my watch. That way I can buy a new phone. The new one has front and rear camera and works together. I have somebody who wants to buy them. It's just such a headache for me to change phones. When I change phones, I go through hell because I have to get my eSIM transferred from US. I'm not really in the mood to do that. It's very hard. I'm really not into phones anymore. I only keep one. The health app has a medicine part in it to warn you to take your medicine. Does it? I don't take medicine though. I don't have any I don't take any medication. I take an anti-inflammatory as needed, and it's really not needed anymore. So I don't really take any meds at all. And most people that are taking blood pressure meds, you know, I did some study about blood pressure meds. Did you know that they changed, the new iPhones only have eSIMs? Yeah, in that country you're in, but in Saudi they have a normal SIM. Yeah, it depends on the region if you have eSIM or regular SIM. The ones in Saudi have both. In America, they're only eSIMs. But in Saudi, you get options. Nestle coffee counts as a med? Maybe. Anyway, I was talking about the blood pressure med. Did you know that they changed the blood pressure standards just so they could push blood pressure meds to everybody? Is this true? Or is this some kind of conspiracy thing I wandered down in? I wonder if that's just conspiracy. They changed the actual normal blood pressure and lowered it to put everybody on the medication. I'm just trying to figure out if that is a rumor or is that really the conspiracy. I need to research this more today. I don't take any blood meds, but that's a big deal. Hell, everybody and their brother, they tell them you got high blood pressure. Everybody. Cardiologist told me they raised the normal to 135 to 90 now. Well, the normal used to be like 145 to something, and then they changed and lowered everything and put everybody on meds. I don't think it's good for everybody to be on meds. The whole world can't have it. I caught in it, per my cardiologist. I need to research this. Well, how can you change the standard? I mean, if the whole world's blood pressure is fine, and then you come out with a new rule, and now, everybody's blood pressure is bad, and we got a little pill for you. Come on now. I hate it, but I really don't trust the medical community anymore. The only people I trust in the medical community is a surgeon. He has to go in and he has to do work, and it shows what he did. All the other doctors seem to just be drug pushers, trying to push the next latest drug down your ass. If you need money, change the standard. That's what it seems like. The only true doctor seems to be a surgeon. Everybody else seems to be a drug pusher. You can see how they're fighting Kennedy. They're fighting the hell out of him. They're wearing him out. They're trying to make him crazy. Drug companies are coming out of the woodwork trying to demoralize and defame every health thing that we're doing. They don't want us to be healthy. It's kind of crazy. Because big pharmacies need the money. Do they need the money? I don't know. An Indian dodgy pharma company made enough cough syrup and it killed children. Big nonsense. Really? So that's why they made cough syrup a prescription? Remember in America, I don't remember how many years ago, people were drinking cough medicine to get high. It was like a big cough syrup of some type. Maybe 5-10 years ago, people were buying cough medicine to get high. That's just crazy. I forget what it was. It was a big deal. They had it, people were getting that cough medicine, man. Need my syrup. Yeah, for a long time, people were getting high on cough medicine. It had something in it, and then they changed it to prescription. Not that older over-the-counter one. I forget what it was called. Mouthwash, yeah. They also bought it to cook meth. Oh, is that why they had it? I don't know. It was a big ordeal. It was on the news everywhere. Cough medicine was a new something. It's just crazy. Codeine. There you go. It had codeine in it. They were drinking it for that. That's insane. I told you about the time my brother had a wino help him move his furniture. My brother was living in downtown Nashville, and he was moving out of a second-story apartment that had no elevator, or third story. So he went down in his truck, picked up a couple of homeless dudes to come and help him move some furniture from upstairs down. He went out to the car, pulled the car up, he went upstairs, and one of these homeless dudes was in the bathroom chugging his cologne. This alcoholic dude was so, he chugged a whole bottle of cologne. Imagine that. The dude chugged a bottle of men's cologne. Oh, how could you be so desperate? That's a true alcoholic right there. Chugged a bottle of perfume. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, I don't know if he lived or died. He kicked him out, told him to go away. I think that would kill you. He lived, though. He's probably a walking pickle. Just crazy. Dude was jonesing so bad he drank a bottle of men's cologne. That's some insane stuff right there. All right, today I'm going to try to get a bike in a box. I really need a ride, but I need somebody that has a truck. I need a help and a ride today. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We'll figure it out throughout the day. I need to get a bike in the box and sent out of here. I wish somebody would have bought it locally, but they didn't. I have a really nice bike if you're in Saudi. I'm just selling it because I don't need it. I have a killer bike. This bike here. If you're in Saudi or nearby, I have a killer bike. This Top Zone 2 Rainbow Trout. I put the rack and all the fenders on it just to take pictures, and I'll take it all off today. This bike is like amazing. I actually should probably just keep it. The problem, I don't have enough room for bikes anymore in Philippines. Hell, I got 3 bikes of my own there, and everybody else has bikes. Yeah, I got too many bikes. Since the accident, my sales dropped to 0. I was buying and selling bikes as a hobby. Hell, after my accident, I ended up having too many bikes. I couldn't market them properly. I think we'll take this stuff off the bike today and get it back to normal. The fenders on this bike are quick disconnects. Oh. Yesterday, I rode this bike. This one is, I actually put, what's it called, suspension seat post on it, so I wouldn't be bumping around on my hip and my bone. This bike is belt drive with Alpine 11 internal gears. This sucker here is silent, but this is a high-end bike. I really like this bike. All right. Yeah, that bike's not cheap. It's like $4,000 bike. It's titanium. It's a killer bike. The other bike is actually an expensive bike, but I bought it from a dealer at the old new stock closeout. I got a good deal on it. It's like usually close to $2,000. I only paid like $1,000. Have you been losing weight? Yeah, I lost 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds and it's taken on 10, 11 months. It's been a hell of a journey. I've been starving for a year. I got another 2 months, and then in December I'll start normal, balanced diet. Before my accident, I was riding 200 kilometers a week and only eating eggs and meat. It's been hell. Yeah, it broke my femur, kind of slowed me down a little bit. You lost weight on your balls. Well, they ought to do. You know what? They ought to do a surgery for that. There's a lot of people that their avocado bag stretches out. They ought to have an avocado bag. What's it called? Tighten it up type surgery. You know, a lot of people. When you have a couple of balls hanging in a bag for years, it tends to sag. They ought to have they need a nut tuck. You never hear that. Women get Botox, they get their eyelids done, they get the forehead pulled back, but you never hear somebody online going, I had a nut tuck. You know, they never do that. Why is that? Is that you can't do that, or why? Why is that not an option? They even have people who get their bunghole bleached. They got surgery to put your ears back, make your eyes bigger, make your nose smaller, make your lips puffy. Get rid of your double chin. It's probably a damn testicle tumor. I don't know. Avocado balls and a baby pickle. But I'm curious, you don't never hear about that type of a surgery. I think because most of this cosmetic surgery stuff is geared towards ladies, not men. The only thing you see about men advertised all the time is go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. Because they're less visible, I guess. Women get breast implants, breast removal, breast this, breast that. Men, the only thing I ever hear about a man doing is a lot of people that have low self-esteem, they get a hair transplant. And I invite you to do the UK guy who died 2 weeks ago from the transplants. Hair transplants crack you up. I've seen people get a hair transplant and it doesn't look bad at all. But I've seen other people that their head ends up looking like a backgammon board with all the holes in it. I guess there's different qualities. I don't understand how that works. But some people, their hair, it doesn't look good at all. It's like, hey bro, you know, it don't look right. Their head looks like, what's that Chinese checkers? All them holes like diamonds all over their head. Anyway, one dude from the UK died last week. He went to Turkey to get it done and died. I mean, that sucks. You're concerned about being bald and it really bothers you. You fly to Turkey, get surgery, and die. I think he died from the infection. Miss Yossi, walaikum salam, what's happening, ma'am? Yeah, I think he died from infection, I guess. I just seen it flash up on the news. It was a big story for like one day. It was a major story for a day. Poor guy. He had big self-esteem problem, ended up dying because of it. So self-esteem, a lack of self-esteem can kill you. You end up doing things you shouldn't do. Cosmetic surgery, I think nobody should do it. I'm like a really frowned upon. I'd rather be bald. I hear you. I can't believe old boy did it. It's crazy. You know, they don't even advertise how many people die every year from liposuction. People don't understand. This cosmetic stuff is not safe. You seen where that one lady from California went down to Mexico to get, was it butt implants or butt something done to her butt? They injected like poisonous Botox and she died. That happens quite a few times. They go down to Mexico for this Botox treatment and they get nonsense injected into their body. People have died from these things. Yeah, there's really, you don't need cosmetic surgery, people. It's too dangerous. And for some reason, all the bad things that happen are like hushed. It's not like, it doesn't make the headline news for more than a day. It's like very little news about it. Very little news. It's not big news at all. Oh, that reminds me, I got to take my morning vitamin. I'm not used to taking vitamins. But due to the bone thing, I've been taking vitamins, hoping it will assist me in recovery. I don't know if it works or not, but I take it anyway. Oh. Yeah, I take a bunch of silly vitamins for no reason. I'm thinking it may work. I don't know. All right. How's sir? How are you today? God bless. I can't get the top off. The heck is this nonsense? You're fine? Fantastic. Oh. I'm taking my Nature's Plus Ageless Men's Multivitamin. Trying to get my bone. Nice shirt. It's vitamin D. Mine has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12. I don't know, it's just like a giant thing full of all your vitamins. This is actually a casual biking shirt from Temu. I have a bunch of these $8 shirts from Temu. They're like polyester cheapo stuff. You can see on the inside, they're only dyed on one side. But I like them. I find them to be comfortable. Especially around the house, not doing anything. I like my colorful shirts. I actually need to find some good white t-shirts. All my white t-shirts are wore out. I prefer just a white cotton t-shirt personally. Oh, Jesus for the wings. I'm going to put water back in the coffee maker. Johnny needs eggs. For Wallace, how are you? For Wallace, you ready for a bike adventure next year? You need to come with me on a bike adventure. When you're ready. Need to plan an adventure. Not an extreme one, but a mid-range adventure. You know it? You ready? I need somebody to make an adventure with me. So we need us an adventure. Not a big one. Maybe even start out with a small adventure. I need somebody to come with me from Saudi from the border of Saudi Arabia to Doha. That's only a 100-kilometer ride. I need to get back. After I'm ready and able to ride, maybe 2 months from now, I need to do that ride. Hell, I was going to do it now. Beginning in cycling, so good. If you're beginning, 100 kilometers won't be that hard. Take it easy. You ain't got to race. You really don't need to race. 100 kilometers is not that bad. You're with me to Doha? Really, I'm not joking. We drive the car to the border of Saudi Arabia, take the bikes out and go to Doha, spend one night and come back. That's 200 kilometers round trip. And if you're too tired, stay 2 nights. But I don't think you'd be that tired. That's like an easy peasy type ride. I'm thinking a child could do that, but I'm not sure. I watch all these people over age 65 going on 400 and 500 kilometer trips. I mean, really, it shouldn't be a problem. The only problem, just need to make sure the weather's nice. That's all. December will be great. Send me a message send me a DM somehow. We should plan it. December, take a long weekend. Don't even have to take off of work for that kind of a trip. Get up at daylight on a Friday morning. You could do it over the weekend. You don't even have to make plans and vacations. And if that goes okay, then the next trip would be Oman. A lot of people go to Oman to do biking and motorcycle and a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do from Saudi outward. Don't need to travel halfway across the planet. Really. You don't have to travel the other side of the world. There's so many places you can go right from Saudi. You just got to make sure it's not midsummer. There's lots of places you can go. I've watched a lot of people that cruise around Oman. It's like a beautiful place to ride bikes. Even Saudi, down around the empty quarter. Yeah, DM me today. Make a plan. It's a 2-day plan. It'd be nice. You don't have to have no pro equipment and all that nonsense. Just a bike that makes your seat feels good, you'll be all right. People get carried away on what's required. I've been following a few people that have been planning bike trips, and when they leave their house, they look like they're packed down like a space shuttle, ready to be gone for months and months. And then within a month, you see them, they're down to 1 or 2 bags. People forget you pedaling all that weight around is not cool. You don't need 100 bags to take a little trip. You could just use a backpack. You don't even need bags. I want to have this trip as part of my life experience. Let's do it. It's allowed. I've already checked the legal part of it. They allow you to ride through the border and to Doha on a bicycle. I went and rode my bike all around Bahrain. And the only problem I had with Bahrain is they don't allow you to cross the bridge on a bicycle. So you have to get your bike in a truck to get across the bridge. But I just did like 2 days roaming around Bahrain. And I stayed around the city. I didn't go out near the Formula One tracks and all that area or deep into the further south. I had a nice little adventure in Bahrain. It wasn't bad. That was my beginner ride. So my first try to travel by the bike was in Bahrain. Just to see how it was. It wasn't that bad. Frankers 100. What does that mean? I don't know. Thank you, Johnny, I think. I don't know what that means. All right, let's go in the other room. Let me go in the other room and get my coffee into here. Take me a minute. Good that they allowed bikes across the border. Yeah, you can take your bike with you anywhere. But they don't let you ride it on the causeway, which I guess is understandable. Yeah, hold on. I gotta go back and get my coffee. Takes me a few steps to do things. So tired of this stupid walker thing. Really, I don't think I need it. Okay, now. By the way, I'm only using the walker because I'm not sure if my bone density is 100% healed yet. So I use the walker. I forgot I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'm doing all of them. 400 bits with a puppy dog. Okay, thank you very much, Johnny. I appreciate that. Whoop, whoop. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. How many hours do you think from border to Doha? You know, I've been looking at it, and I have noticed, let me see how many miles it is, and I'll tell you about how it'll be. Let's go, I would say 6 to 8 hour ride, like a whole day ride. It'd be about a whole day. I think 6 to 8 hours. So not a big ordeal. And if you go really, really slow, maybe 10 to 12 hours. But if you're riding at about normal, I don't know, I'm broken and I ride 10, 15 miles an hour. That would only be 20 miles an hour. It won't take that long to be ready. Yeah, the only problem is the weather. If you have a headwind right in your face, that'll slow you down. That makes it a headache. But other than that, it's no problem. Barry McCoy, good morning. Yeah, I think I'm doing much better now. I'm hoping to return to work Sunday. Hey, it's not that hard to do these things. You'll be running in no time. I will be. I'm ready now, to be honest. I'm just using extreme caution because I don't want to have some injury happen. I'm using caution. Hell, I've been compared to 5 weeks ago, I am like a whole new person. I couldn't even walk 5 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago was a murder too. It's just in the past 2 weeks that things are getting better. This week has been better. Yesterday I got out exercising on the bike around the compound, and I did not come home and have dying pain like I did 3 days before. We'll see today if I can do a few and just see if the pain comes and goes, or so it's not really hurting. I also figured out how to adjust my bike seat so it doesn't bother me. I think it's fine to be traveling around biking. I don't see why not. You're sitting on your sit bones, and you're not using your hip or your femur. And I use my left leg dominant to push more than the right. It should not be an issue. Really. It should not be it shouldn't be a problem. You have to get better. You have to exercise. There's no such thing as recovery sitting on your ass. People that just sit on their butt and don't exercise end up taking years to recover. If you get active, you recover quickly. I'm thinking December's fine. More than fine. Nice long weekend in December. Be fantastic. Yeah. When you get injured or hurt, just sitting around is not healing you. You still got to try. I have people yelling at me online. Don't ride that bike. It's dangerous. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You just can't sit there. You'll end up molding up like cement. I'm not an inactive person. As long as I feel my bone is fine, I'm ready to roll. A little bit of pain ain't gonna hurt nobody. Even a normal person, after a good workout, you have pain. That's normal. If you go to the gym and go home and you don't have a little sore muscles or some pain, you didn't work out. You know that since you're young. A little workout, you're gonna have some pain. That's why it's called a workout. You're pushing your body more than usual. You got to have a little pain. My only problem with biking my whole time since I started is my hands. And I'm about to get that figured out now. You know, your hands right here get sore. That's the only problem I've ever had. I had a few injuries and only healed better than sitting at home. Yeah. You actually have to do something to get better. You got to move. But I've got my hand problem figured out. You need to be able to move your hands around and have a flat area on your handlebar. Then you got to have your arms not straight but a little relaxed. And then you have to have your saddle angled a certain way. Hell, it took me a year to figure out all that. Yeah, I had my saddle angled too far forward, which was putting pressure on unnecessary areas. Then I got my bike saddle and I moved it, tilted back a little bit, and now it's really improved my riding. I've been watching these bike fitting guys on YouTube. Now they're all trying to get somebody fit for racing on the road. I'm not a racer. I'm just looking for comfort. Yeah, I'm looking for the comfort ride. I'm not trying to ride around on a lazy boy, but I want to be comfortable. The worst injury was torn Achilles, coupled down broken ankle, and all of my ligaments torn. Achilles hurt, ruptured completely. Hurt was your ankle sprain. Oh, that's terrible. I've had some of that when I was really young, but that healed quickly. I think losing more weight will put less pressure on your hands. Yeah, this is true too. It's also the way your saddle is and the angle of your handlebars. Now I'm doing much better. I actually have set this one bike up completely for comfort. Your Achilles was literally painless. I had both the tendons. I don't know if that's the Achilles or not. I had to wear casts for like 3 to 4 months to keep mine from moving while it healed. I forget what I did. What is this called? Maybe that is the Achilles. Let's show you. What is this called right here? I don't know what that's called. Anyway, when I was like 17 or 18, that's the Achilles. Yeah, they had to put a cast on mine to heal. But then again, I hurt mine because I was rappelling from a helicopter. Another story. I was rappelling from a helicopter that was not close enough to the ground. It hurt. Yeah, we were a little high off the ground when I let go of the rope. At night was not a good thing. That was an Army experience. It's amazing we made it through the Army and didn't die. They really tortured us. They're much lighter on people now. Hell, when I went through the Army and basic training and AI, oh my God. We had people die in training. I don't think they're that rough anymore. It was hardcore when I was in. Sprained ankle hurts way worse than a torn Achilles. Okay, that's wild. Yeah, I've watched some of the military training now. They're kind of like, they're not really hardcore like they used to be. That's why that dude got on the stage and told the head of Department of War, told everybody he's tired of seeing fat people. I bet never forgot the drill sergeant. My drill sergeant wasn't that bad. I actually challenged him to a fight. Sergeant Villegas. We got in an argument. It all worked out. Yeah, we got in a little bit of arguments. I didn't mind military and following orders, but any unnecessary and overacting drama, I would call them out. They didn't like it. Myself and two other dudes were very well known. We didn't put up with no nonsense. We'll follow your orders. We'll do what we're supposed to, but don't be putting drama on me. I'll cooperate with my team and I'll do everything I'm supposed to, but I don't want your unnecessary drama. No sense in it. I was 17 and that giving the drill sergeant some BS. But I did it tactfully. Tell him I don't need this drama. Why are you dramatizing this? This is hardcore work and we're trying to cover something. I felt like someone kicked my heel pretty hard. Felt like a rubber band ball had been snapped. Oh, really? I actually went through, 5 or 6 months of pain from falling off the top of the sailboat. I pulled the ligaments and tendons. I don't even remember which arm it was. One of these arms, all of them came loose. It was terrible. That took forever to heal. All my body weight, when I was still fat, came down on this hand and pulled all my tendons and ligaments. It hurt so bad. Hell, I couldn't sleep at night for 6 months. I still managed to function, go to work, and do everything, but I was in pain every night. Crazy how different the pain is for bones. It is. Anyway, you can recover from anything. Yeah, you can recover. It's just a time process. Unless you got some kind of a disease where you can't recover. You know, some people can't recover. They got some kind of a problem. I don't know what it is. Some people have a real problem in recovery of all sorts of things, but I think most everybody can recover from about anything. Yeah, some people have a real problem recovering. What is that called? I forget, there's a name for this. People that are slow to heal and slow to repair and slow for everything. A lot of those folks, though, are due to drugs or alcohol. Their body is not good to begin with, and then they hurt it, so recovery takes a lot more. Yeah, I think drugs and alcohol, a lot of people get hurt. Fort Jackson. I was at Fort Knox, Kentucky for basic, and then I was at Fort Ord, California for AIT. I went to basic training in the winter at Fort Knox. It was terrible. It was so cold. Oh, it was cold. And then after basic, I got on a plane, C-130, flew us to Fort Ord, and then we did AIT in the desert. Basic in the winter and AIT in the desert. It was crazy. I can remember being cold. Oh, I was cold. Well, that was so cold. The worst part of the military is when they put you in a gas chamber, spray you with mace in the face, and put you in a gas chamber. And then you got to say your name, rank, serial number to get out of the chamber. That's just the stupidest shit. I don't understand the benefit of that. Hell, your nose and everything's snot running down your ankles. They torture the shit out of people during training. Unnecessary torture. Put you in a gas chamber so you'll know what it's like in case it happens. Why would you do that? Is that still standard in the Army? Do they still do that? I wonder if they still put people in the gas chamber. I'm curious if they still do that. I wouldn't think that that would still be a requirement. It can't be. I would hope they don't do that to people anymore. It was torturous. It can't be healthy. They expose you to toxins so in case it happens, you'll be used to it. Hello? That's like breaking your leg. In case it gets broken later, you'll know what it feels like. It don't make sense. Some of these old training things in the military just don't make any damn sense. But old Pete told everybody they got to get skinny. You can't be fat in the military anymore. When I was in the Army, we had 0 fat people. You couldn't be fat. You couldn't make it through the training. It would be impossible. Yeah, you couldn't make it through training if you were fat when I was in. There's no way. You just couldn't. I mean, your first week, every day you run 5 kilometers, or 5 miles, excuse me. And you have physical training morning, noon, and night. I felt sorry for the fat. We had 1 or 2 guys who were kind of heavy, and I felt sorry for them. And we had about 2 guys who were too skinny and too weak. Basic training, Great Lakes, Chicago, people falling out, tarmac during ambulances are going up and down the street. I was, really? We didn't have people fall out. We had to pick them up and carry them. It was terrible. We weren't allowed to leave somebody behind. If somebody was falling out, we had to pick them up. Hardcore. We did a lot of training at Fort Hunter Liggett, which is a giant military training property in the desert of California. That was terrible. But it was better than freezing, standing in the snow. I'd rather fight in the desert than the snow. It's easier. Let's see what we can do today. It's 8 o'clock. I need to call these doctors and I need him to, my doctor went on a vacation and how do I call and I need some letters and things to say I can go back to, I need some stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I have a name on a paper, another doctor I got to call, see if I can come and see him today. I just need confidence that it's okay to go back to do everything. I think they just need to do like another x-ray to make sure everything healed properly. I mean, I'm not looking to go out and do a race. I just want to be able to walk around normal without the fear of having a problem. They're torturous. All right, everyone. I thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go get my other medical appointment and see if I can get a hold of the doctor today. I'm ready to get back to normal. The little bit of pain I have, it's just going to have to be a part of life till it gets better. I ain't going to sit here and like a baby. I got to get better. I can't hang around. Ma salama. See you, Miss Yossi. Yeah, I can't hang around. Hell, I'm ready. If my bone's ready, I'm ready. Pain is just a part of recovery and you can't do anything about it. So I've gotten used to that. Johnny, thank you for the bits. We appreciate you. And everybody have a good one. Cheers. DM me today. I'll definitely do it. All right. Bye, everybody.